Good morning, YouTube. It's Mike. It's Thursday, the end of June, and I thought I'd do a little update. It's been a while. Um, there's some chairs that we've picked up out of the trash. They're going to help hold up some more buckets of vegetables for Judy. I would come in and do an update. Some new veggies. Here's the sweet potatoes are doing incredible. These are starting to lighten up because they need more dirt. But look at the slips are just doing awesome. Here's some more sweet potato slips. This is the Swiss chard we can't seem to kill. We still are having a lot of damage if we don't cover. There's our corn back there. We're using things like these buckets to cover. There's pumpkin. I wanted to also talk about one of the challenges that we have. You need to think about before you move to the high desert. Here's a raspberry. If you remember, I built this shade house at a 1/2-inch conduit. I had a bunch of other conduit. It's 3/4 inch, so I decided I would build another one. Temporarily, it's going to hold as we sort our belongings, and so it needs a tarp roof. And I had the tarp. So I spent several days putting it together, and just a couple hours in the morning each day. But it wasn't real easy for me. I'm still trying to recover from my situation with my arm. This is where we're gonna widen the driveway, and Rick's gonna get rid of these piles. Anyway, after several days of hard work, I put the tarp on the roof, and less than 2 hours later, that's where it's laying. It actually looked worse because of a pole there in the distance, because it tried to self-destruct. The wind picked it up and threw it. We had one little dust devil. We're past our season of wind. Just one little dust devil came through. Didn't even touch those. That's a blessing. Less than 2 hours. So now we're going to flip it over and try to do it again. So you need to think about that, the challenges that we have out here. You can have any kind of weather at any time. I should have had this secured to the ground. Because of the time of year, I didn't think we had that problem anymore. So consequently, stuff is still uncovered over there. It doesn't look like any of the poles bent. Had it been 1/2 inch, my experience tells me it would have bent to hell. And that's leaning in, but there's a pole missing there. Pole missing, or out of the place there. So we'll leave the top off of it until we get the walls on, until I find a way to secure. Oh, let me show you this. Been working on the tank. Now, from what I understand, these are 20-year tanks, and you know what? They're not cheap. It's about $1 a gallon. So I'm probably going to cover this. But we're digging down here. We need to get 18 inches down so that we can run the water to the house. Did my best to get around rather than through the trees. And Judy's helping me dig this. What we do is every time it rains, we come out and we dig a little deeper, trying to get through roots and stuff. But the ground itself is so hard that is very difficult to dig down at all. So we let it get wet. Anyway, there's a couple hundred gallons in there now. Our water tank there is full. I filled it yesterday. So if we get some monsoons, some real monsoons, we had a couple that first week, and then since then, Alpine and Flagstaff and even Phoenix, us, nothing but dust. No rain. That's what I have left of those pieces. Not much. There's some 1/2 inch back there. Might be able to do something with. But I will probably add a little bit more to this video later. Today I want to show you how to build a better mousetrap. We mostly took care of our mouse problem, with a natural method of getting rid of them that we saw online, and basically it worked. Got rid of 90%, but we've got a couple of mice, one in the beast over there, and one in the garden, that apparently know how to fart. So we can't seem to get rid of them. So I'm gonna build a different mousetrap. So I'm gonna turn into firewood there. There's our non-potable water tank. We did go ahead and buy some hay. It was $10.50 for a bale. And this is my compost. We picked these pallets up. I think I paid $3 a piece at Tractor Supply. So we'll go there and give them our business. It's so funny. We wanted to clear this whole area out of vegetation, which we did, but look at the desert trying to recover. I've already pulled some, but these roots are starting to grow new greens out. This area here is a low area, so I'm going to cut this tree up. It's almost completely dead, and have him push all the sand down there. And the other side of those trees there, we're going to have I think I mentioned before, space for visiting RVers. And they could park up here right now, but that'll give them their own spot over there. Anyway, it's early, and I haven't had my coffee yet. So I'm going to have my coffee. Excuse the mess here. And after I have my coffee, then perhaps I'll show you how to make a better mousetrap. We'll talk to you later.